The neutral, one of the most basic but most important aspects in Smash. This is a phase during gameplay when no player has a situational advantage over the other. In this phase, either player's objective is to win the neutral game, i.e. land a hit with possible follow-ups, or punish the enemy for a failed attempt to do so. This video will go over in depth what the neutral game is and how to gain/abuse advantages in the neutral. This series has taken a huge inspiration from other videos such as Smash Theory by Rush Hour Smash. On August 21st, 2015, Rush Hour Smash discontinued the series after their 5th episode, and I feel like there is more information and tips to be discussed in Smash. And so, I happily introduce Smash Tips. In the beginning of every match, each player starts with 50% control of the stage. Once the announcer calls out go, that is when the neutral and stage controls start to shift. Making the right decision here is important. You can either take an offensive stance or an offensive one. It doesn't matter which option is chosen, as long as you are the one that ends up with the most amount of stage control. Ike takes some stage control by rushing in on Sheik. He expects an offensive retaliation and holds up his shield. His guess was correct, and now the time to properly punish is now. However, he did not anticipate for Sheik to land behind him. Now Ike can take several defensive or offensive options. He chooses to roll back and go in for the grab. Sheik reads this option and begins an onslaught of quick offensive options with little to no lag. The quick tilts keep Ike out from making any potential punish. This is where Sheik has most of the stage control. Ike has little options now that his jump has been sniffed out. He decides to attempt to make a quick recovery back on stage. However, due to poor spacing, he misses the ledge and SDs. For the rest of the match, Sheik continues to have a constant pressure on Ike and doesn't allow him the proper time to recollect himself and retaliate. Struggling to get Sheik off of him, Ike uses whatever option that he feels will put an appropriate amount of space between the two combatants. Ike goes for a forward smash, which is unsafe due to its slow startup and long cooldown time. Sheik continues to punish Ike, and Ike then uses an appropriate counter but mistimes it. Sheik uses up smash, a stronger hidden move that will put Ike in an uncomfortable position. Sheik quickly reacts to Ike's quick draw recovery attempt with her own bouncing fish to end the stock and take the game. This is the nature of Smash and the basics of the neutral. The player wants to play safely and use quick aerials, jabs, tilts, projectiles, and items to control his or her side of the stage. Once they see an opening in their enemy's defenses, then the player can rush in and punish. Although, you have to be careful that you weren't baited into taking an aggressive option, as this will get you punished. Also, not playing safely in the neutral and too many unsafe aggressive attacks can severely affect your results in a negative way. If you get too cocky, you might just get punished, and hard. If you can abuse someone's hasty moves, laggy attacks, and unsafe options, i.e. bad neutral, then you'll most likely take the game. Having a safe neutral can help you get and keep ahead of your opponent in percent and stock. However, if you have lost all stage control, make sure to not try to get back in the neutral too fast, for an over-hasty recovery can both be predictable and devastatingly punished. Items and projectiles can also make the neutral and stage control a bit more complicated, as proper spacing with these tools can wall an enemy out, making a player's neutral game more difficult to get past. But zoning will be discussed in a later video. To recap, the neutral game is a phase in which both players try to gain an advantage over one another. Both players need to be careful not to overextend with their attacks, and learn their opponent's habits in the neutral so that they can get past it and punish. Also, remember that running up and shielding is a good way to apply a kind of false pressure on the opponent to make them attempt a hasty move. I hope you enjoyed this video on the neutral. I hope you learned some tips that can help improve your results. Subscribe so that you can be updated on the channel's latest content and newest Smash Tips video. This is Arriba, signing out.